Hello and welcome to another edition of Trotsky or Bust. It's Thursday, September 14th. I'd like to talk to you a bit about Bernie Sanders. And right now, there are people who are trying to draft him for a third party. There are others who are extremely disillusioned with him. They've been for about a year, ever since the convention where he backed Hillary instead of just dissing the Democratic Party and just exposing them for how they rigged the election against him. And they're upset at Bernie because he didn't do that, and that he's not a perfect politician. Well, let me tell you something. When you were a child and you lost a tooth, and you put it under the pillow, and the next morning there was a quarter there, it wasn't the tooth fairy, okay? It was your parents. Okay, there's no such thing as a tooth fairy or Santa Claus or a perfect politician. They all are like this. Okay, I never believed him to be the Messiah. He was never the Messiah, nor is he the devil. Okay, so stop portraying him as the devil because you're disillusioned because you thought he was the Messiah. He's neither. Okay, and this is actually a good thing that we realize that we can't rely on one person. Bernie's an old man. We have to be the revolution, nobody else. All right, you can't. The guy's been in Washington for decades, and did you think he didn't make friends there? Do you think he was all by himself? He made friends with Democrats. He made friends with Republicans. He was the Amendment King for a reason. Okay, he did get things done. Not like Hillary, who said she got things done, but really did. Her biggest accomplishment is her biggest failure when she got, when she couldn't get Medicare done. And she got it for kids, which is good, but it's not what she intended, what was set out to do. All right. He's done a good job when he's been there. It's hard to be by yourself. It's pushing a rock up the hill, and he pushed it ways. While we were enamored with Bill Clinton or Barack Obama, Bernie was Bernie. All right, so give him credit. And look, I would have loved to see him throw a Molotov cocktail into the 2016 election. I would have loved that. For him just to not show up at the convention, or better yet, I would have loved to see him join the Green Party and run as their candidate. It would have felt good, but what would have happened? Trump would still be president today. And guess who would be blamed for it? Us. Would be blamed for it, just like we were in the 2000 election. Okay? That's what Democrats did in 2000. They blamed Ralph Nader, for losing the election. They didn't blame Al Gore for running the worst campaign ever until Hillary came along. They blamed Ralph Nader. And what did we do? We cowered. Okay? We did nothing. In 2001, we just shut up. We accepted, John Kerry in 04, we accepted we loved Barack Obama in 08. Instead of standing our ground, we cowered. Finally, we grew a spine again in 2016, and Bernie helped us do that. Now, had he run, and Trump would have won anyway, right now we would be doing exactly what we were doing 16 years ago. All right? And look, they're still blaming us. Hillary certainly blaming us. Even that corporate liberal, Bill Maher, on his show, he says, 12% of Bernie voters voted for Donald Trump. Yeah, 25% of Hillary voters voted for John McCain in 08. He doesn't tell you that part, why would he do that? But, things happened the way they happened. Hillary lost on her own, all right? And now, instead of they pointing fingers at us, we're the ones pointing fingers at them, okay? We're the ones in the lead, and as is Bernie, okay? He came out with Medicare for all yesterday, and a bunch of them, they're all rushing to get on board. Now you can say it's meaningless because Republicans own Congress. It's meaningless now, okay? This is a long fight. And believe it or not, yesterday was an important step, okay? I know that none of them, Cory Booker, Kamala Harris, they're not for it, okay? But they're afraid of us, and that's what's important, okay? Democrats always serve their donors, but now they're beginning to be afraid of us. And it's not just us, by the way. Trump supporters, Trump is the same way. You know, why didn't he repeal Obamacare? Because he knew a lot of his supporters would lose health care. I know healthcare companies and pharmaceutical companies benefit a great deal from Obamacare too. But Trump is also afraid of his base. Okay, and his base doesn't want, to do what Paul Ryan wants to do. Okay, so and Trump himself, he wants a huge tax cuts for himself too, but he's got to be careful now. If he does that, he'll lose his base. So, the people are finally getting engaged, or finally, the politicians are finally beginning to fear us, and that's the important thing. Now, as for Medicare for all, people are saying it's a litmus test. It's not. Just like I said, Camilla, I mean, Cory Booker gets tons of money from pharmaceutical. Kamala Harris does not, but who cares? Corrupt politicians are always one campaign contribution away from changing their position. So just because she's not taking money from the health insurance companies today doesn't mean she won't, tomorrow, or once nominated or once elected, and she'll change her position, and we know that. That's what we have to hold her accountable, and that's what we have to not even, just nip it in the bud. She's not going to be the Democrat. If she is, who cares if she is? We have to leave the Democrats all together. Okay, the only litmus test is money in politics, and it's not Citizens United. If you take money, then you're corrupt. If you don't, then you're honest. You're going to work for us, and it's not a litmus test that you can cheat on. It's not like Medicare for all. You can say one thing and do another. All right. Anyway, in my opinion, there's no future with the Democrats. We have to go with the Green Party. There's no point in drafting Bernie for a third party and trying to build a third party from scratch. That is counterproductive. We have a party right now that we can work with. Okay, they're not perfect either. No party is, but at least we can. We have something to build on, something tangible. They're a million times better than the Democrats. All right? Even Trump is better than the Democrats. Trump, bad as he is, on his third day in office, he repealed TPP. Now, think how devastating NAFTA was to the American middle class. In 3 days, Donald Trump did more for the American working people than Bill Clinton and Barack Obama did in 16 years. Okay, so that shows you how bad the Democrats are and why we need a third party. And drafting Bernie's not going to do it. Okay, he's just going to keep doing what he's doing. He's going to try to work within the system. We need a third party. We need the Green Party. That is the third party. I know. If you guys think you can manufacture one from thin air, go ahead. I'd love to see it. I don't care who does it. I don't care who passes the proper legislation. I don't care if it's Trump. If Trump passes Medicare for all, I'd love to see that. He's not going to do it. He's already said it's a terrible idea, even though in 2015 he said that the Canadian system and the Scottish system, I guess he didn't realize the Scottish system was the British system. Unless I'm wrong, I don't know. But he said it's the best system. Everybody knows it is, and we'll enact it eventually. Eventually we will. All right, so don't get mad at Bernie. All right, chill out. He's just another politician. He's doing his best. He's not the Messiah, and he's not the devil. All right, and have a good weekend today. Tomorrow's Friday. Get drunk or smoke weed, whatever. Chill out. The revolution's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. And don't panic every time something doesn't go our way. All right. Please tell me what you think. Send your comments. Whether you like it, dislike it, press. And please subscribe. It's free. Help me out. I'll get to, hopefully they'll put me into more, more features. People will see me more. And thank you for your time.